What if I told you that the 3 square feet on your apartment balcony could produce over $800 worth of fresh, organic fruit every single year? And what if that same tiny space could also provide natural remedies for inflammation, boost your immune system, and give you antioxidants that pharmaceutical companies charge a fortune for? Sounds impossible, right? I thought so too, until 3 years ago when I started this exact journey. Today, my small patio produces enough fruit to feed my family, give away to neighbors, and yes, even save me from those ridiculously expensive trips to the organic section of the grocery store. Welcome to Home Gardener, where we prove that you don't need a farm to live like a farmer. I'm your host, and today I'm revealing 10 fruit trees that will absolutely thrive in containers, produce incredible harvests, and most importantly, put hundreds of dollars back in your pocket every single year. But here's the thing, this isn't just another gardening video. I'm going to show you the medicinal properties that make each of these fruits worth their weight in gold, the exact growing conditions they need to explode with production, and the insider tricks that took me years to figure out. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because Home Gardener drops new content every week that'll help you grow more food while spending less money. And trust me, you'll want to see what's coming next week. One more thing, stick around until the end because I'm sharing a secret fertilizer recipe that costs pennies to make and will double your fruit production. It's completely game-changing. All right, let's transform your small space into a fruit-producing powerhouse. Number 1. Dwarf Meyer Lemon, the vitamin C powerhouse. Let's start with the absolute champion of container fruit growing, the Meyer lemon tree. This isn't just any citrus tree. This is your year-round vitamin C factory, your natural antibacterial agent, and your ticket to saving serious money. Why Meyer lemons take the top spot? They're naturally semi-dwarf, maxing out at 4 to 6 feet in a container, which makes them perfect for patios, balconies, or even a sunny indoor spot. But here's the real magic. They're everbearing. That means you'll have flowers, developing fruit, and ripe lemons all at the same time. It's like having a grocery store in a pot. A mature Meyer lemon in a 15-20-gallon container produces 50 to 150 lemons annually. At store prices of $1.5 to $2 per organic lemon, you're looking at $75 to $300 in savings every single year. And these lemons? They're sweeter, juicier, and more aromatic than anything you'll ever buy. Medicinal benefits. Meyer lemons are packed with vitamin C. One lemon provides over 100% of your daily requirement. They're powerful immune system boosters, natural digestive aids, and the peel contains D-limonene, which research suggests may have anti-cancer properties. The essential oils in the rind are antibacterial and can help with everything from sore throats to skin conditions. Growing conditions. Meyer lemons need 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. Use a well-draining potting mix with a slightly acidic pH of 5.5 to 6.5. Water deeply when the top 2 inches of soil dry out, but never let them sit in water. Feed every 2 to 3 weeks during growing season with a citrus-specific fertilizer or high-quality organic fertilizer. Pro tip: in cold climates, roll your Meyer lemon indoors near a south-facing window when temperatures drop below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The mobility of container growing means you're never limited by your growing zone. And when it blooms, the fragrance will transform your entire living space. Best container size. Start with 15-20 gallons minimum. As the tree matures, you can upgrade to 25 gallons for maximum production. Number 2. Dwarf Cavendish Banana, the tropical game changer. This is where people think I've lost my mind. Bananas in a pot? Absolutely. And not just a few bananas. We're talking 50 to 100 bananas in a single harvest cycle. This is the highest producing plant on our entire list. Dwarf Cavendish and Super Dwarf varieties stay under 6 feet tall, but produce full-size bananas. The entire plant thrives in a 15-20-gallon container, and here's what makes this incredible. You'll get your first harvest in just 18 to 24 months. Compare that to most fruit trees that take 3 to 5 years. A single bunch can weigh 20 to 40 pounds. At organic banana prices of 80 cents to $1 per pound, one harvest is worth $16 to $40. But the plant continues producing new shoots called pups, which means you're getting multiple harvests over the years.
The economics are absolutely stunning. Medicinal benefits. Bananas are potassium powerhouses, providing 12% of your daily needs per fruit. They're natural mood boosters due to tryptophan content, help regulate blood pressure, support digestive health with prebiotic fiber, and the resistant starch in slightly green bananas improves insulin sensitivity. The peel can even be used topically to soothe skin irritations and reduce inflammation. Pro tip: in cold climates, bring banana plants indoors before the first frost. They'll go semi-dormant, but will come roaring back in spring. The main stem fruits once and dies back, but the pups it produces can be separated and potted to create an endless supply of banana plants. People actually pay $20 to $40 for these pups at nurseries. Best container size: 15 to 20 gallons minimum with excellent drainage holes. Number 3. Fig trees, the ancient superfruit. Figs are where container growing actually improves your results. These Mediterranean beauties prefer being slightly root-bound, which means putting them in a pot gives them exactly what they want. The result? More fruit, earlier harvests, and flavor that'll make you wonder why you ever bought dried figs at the store. Varieties like Petite Negra, Chicago Hardy, and Black Mission are bred for container life. They stay compact at 5 to 6 feet tall, but produce heavily. We're talking 50, 100 plus fresh figs per season from a single plant. Fresh figs at farmers markets run $6 to $8 for a tiny container. Your tree will produce fruit worth $300 to $500 annually. Here's something incredible: figs fruit on new growth. Even if you're in a cold climate and the tree dies back to the roots in winter, it'll regrow and still fruit that same year. Try finding another fruit tree that does that. Medicinal benefits: figs are among the highest plant sources of calcium and fiber. They contain compounds that help regulate blood sugar despite their sweetness. The latex from fig trees has been used traditionally to treat warts and skin tacks.
Figs are packed with polyphenol antioxidants, support digestive health with natural laxative properties, and studies suggest they may improve heart health by lowering triglycerides. Growing conditions: figs need full sun, at least 6 to 8 hours daily. They prefer a slightly alkaline soil with a pH of 6.0 to 6.5. Water consistently during fruiting, then let them dry out slightly between waterings to concentrate sugars and intensify flavor. This stress technique is the secret to incredibly sweet figs. Pro tip: figs produce 2 crops in warm climates, an early breba crop on old wood and a main crop on new growth. In containers, you'll primarily get the main crop, which is actually the sweeter of the two. Prune minimally in late winter to maintain shape. Best container size: 15 to 20 gallons. Restrict root growth to encourage fruiting over vegetative growth. Number 4. Blueberries, the antioxidant kings. Blueberries are probably the most successful container fruit you can grow, and here's why most people fail: they don't understand the soil. Once you crack this code, you'll have more blueberries than you can eat. Blueberries are picky about one thing: acidic soil. They need a pH between 4.5 and 5.5. Regular potting soil won't work, but in containers you have complete control. Mix your soil with peat moss or use an azalea rhododendron mix, and suddenly you're growing blueberries better than commercial farms. Dwarf varieties like Top Hat, Peach Sorbet, and Jelly Bean stay under 3 feet tall, produce gorgeous fall color, and deliver 3 to 7 pounds of berries per plant annually. Have you seen organic blueberry prices? $6 to $8 per pound. A single plant pays for itself in the first season and produces for 20 plus years. Medicinal benefits: blueberries have the highest antioxidant capacity of any common fruit. They're packed with anthocyanins that protect against cellular damage and aging. Studies show they improve memory and cognitive function, reduce DNA damage, lower blood pressure, help prevent heart disease, and support eye health. They're anti-inflammatory powerhouses and may help regulate blood sugar levels. Growing conditions: full sun to partial shade. Use acidic soil mix, pH 4.5 to 5.5, with excellent drainage. Water with rainwater or acidified tap water if your water is alkaline. Feed with acid-loving plant fertilizer in early spring and midsummer. Mulch with pine needles to maintain acidity. Pro tip: plant at least 2 varieties for cross-pollination and extended harvest. The mobility of containers means you can move them to optimize sun exposure or protect from late frosts. And here's something cool: you can force blueberries into earlier production by moving them to a warmer location in early spring. Best container size: 12 to 18 gallons per plant. Use pots that are wider than they are tall. Number 5. Dwarf pomegranate, the resilient wonder. Pomegranates in pots are practically bulletproof. These ancient fruits are drought-tolerant, pest-resistant, and produce fruit that's worth a fortune at the grocery store. This is the tree for busy people or anyone just starting the container fruit journey. Dwarf varieties like Nana and State Fair are bred for containers. Their compact root systems thrive in 15 to 20 gallon containers, and they're perfectly happy there for decades. Once established, they produce 15 to 40 fruits per season. Quality pomegranates retail for $3 to $5 each, meaning your tree produces $45 to $200 worth of fruit annually. What makes pomegranates special is their resilience. Forget to water for a few days, they'll forgive you. Hot summers, they love it. Poor soil, they'll adapt. They're the perfect tree for people who are still learning or don't have time for high-maintenance plants. Medicinal benefits. Pomegranates are medicinal powerhouses. The juice has 3 times the antioxidants of green tea or red wine. Punicalagins in pomegranates have powerful anti-inflammatory effects and may reduce the risk of chronic disease. Studies show they support heart health by lowering blood pressure and cholesterol, have antibacterial and antiviral properties, may help fight arthritis and joint pain, and the high vitamin C content boosts immunity. Growing conditions. Full sun is essential, 6 to 8 hours minimum. Well-draining soil is critical. Pomegranates hate wet feet. Water deeply but infrequently once established. They're drought-tolerant but produce better with consistent moisture during fruiting. Feed lightly in early spring with balanced fertilizer. Pro tip: pomegranates have stunning orange-red flowers that are ornamental even before fruiting. The fruit develops over 5 to 7 months, so patience is key. In cold climates, they can be brought indoors and will often fruit indoors with enough light. Best container size, 15 to 20 gallons. Use terracotta or fabric pots for excellent drainage. Number 6. Everbearing strawberries, the daily harvest. Technically not trees, but strawberries in containers are productivity machines that deserve this spot.
These aren't your June-bearing varieties that fruit once and stop. Everbearing strawberries produce from late spring through fall, giving you fresh berries almost daily during peak season. A properly maintained container with 6 to 8 plants produces 3 to 5 pounds of berries per week during peak season. That's 40 to 60 pounds over the growing season from something taking up less space than a standard flower pot. Organic strawberries run $6 to $8 per pound, meaning you're saving $240 to $480 annually. The flavor difference is so dramatic it's almost unfair to compare them to store-bought. Homegrown strawberries picked at perfect ripeness and eaten within minutes are sweet, aromatic, and intense. Store strawberries picked unripe for shipping taste like cardboard in comparison. Medicinal benefits. Strawberries are loaded with vitamin C, manganese, and powerful antioxidants like anthocyanins and ellagic acid. They help regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, support heart health by improving cholesterol profiles, and may help prevent certain cancers. The leaves can be brewed into tea that's traditionally used for digestive issues and as a mild diuretic. Growing conditions. Full sun to partial shade. Well-draining, slightly acidic soil with pH 5.5 to 6.5. Keep soil consistently moist but never waterlogged. Feed every 2 to 3 weeks with balanced fertilizer during the fruiting season. Remove runners regularly unless you want to propagate new plants. Pro tip: strawberries are perfect for vertical growing. Use hanging baskets, strawberry towers, or stacked containers to maximize space. Replace old plants every 2 to 3 years with the runners from your best producers. It's a self-sustaining system that costs nothing after initial setup. Best container size: 12 to 15 inches wide, 8 to 10 inches deep for 6 to 8 plants. Number 7. Dwarf peach trees, the sweet reward. Peaches in containers sound impossible, but varieties like Bonanza, Eldorado, and Honey Babe are specifically bred for pot life, and they're phenomenal. Stone fruits have a reputation for being difficult, but container peaches flip that script entirely. These trees max out at 5 to 6 feet tall, they're self-pollinating, and they produce full-sized peaches that rival anything from a commercial orchard. One tree yields 20 to 40 peaches per season. At $3 to $4 per pound for organic peaches, you're saving $60 to $120 annually. But here's the real magic: the taste. Store-bought peaches are picked unripe to survive shipping. Your peaches ripen on the tree, and that makes all the difference.
The juice dripping down your chin experience of a tree-ripened peach is what summer is supposed to taste like. Medicinal benefits. Peaches are rich in vitamins A and C, supporting skin health and immune function. They contain compounds that may have anti-cancer properties, particularly against breast cancer cells in studies. The high fiber content aids digestion and promotes gut health. Peaches have anti-inflammatory properties, and the antioxidants support eye health and may reduce allergy symptoms. Pro tip: thin your fruit aggressively. When baby peaches form, remove half of them. This feels wrong, but it results in larger, sweeter peaches and keeps your tree healthy. You can protect container peaches from late frosts by moving them undercover or into a garage temporarily. Best container size, 15 to 20 gallons minimum with excellent drainage. Number 8. Columnar apple trees, the space-saving marvel. Columnar apples look like something from science fiction. These trees grow straight up with minimal side branching, reaching 8 to 10 feet tall but only 2 feet wide. You can fit 3 or 4 of these on a small balcony and have fresh apples from late summer through winter. Varieties like North Pole, Golden Sentinel, and Scarlet Sentinel produce 15 to 25 full-sized apples per tree annually. These aren't miniature fruits, they're crisp, juicy, real apples that store for months. At $3 to $4 per pound for organic apples, each tree saves you $30 to $50 per year, and the apples store through winter. What makes columnar apples brilliant for containers is their growth habit. The vertical form means they take up minimal space but still produce heavily. And because they stay small, you can inspect every inch of the tree easily, catching pests or diseases early. Medicinal benefits. Apples are fiber powerhouses with pectin that supports digestive health and helps lower cholesterol. The quercetin in apple peels has anti-inflammatory and antihistamine effects. Apples contain polyphenols that may reduce the risk of chronic diseases, support heart health, and help regulate blood sugar. Studies suggest regular apple consumption is linked to reduced risk of diabetes and improved lung function.
Growing conditions. Full sun essential, 6 to 8 hours minimum. Well-draining soil with pH 6.0 to 7.0. Water consistently, especially during fruit development. Feed with balanced fertilizer in early spring. Most varieties need 400 to 800 chill hours, so select appropriately for your climate. Pro tip: many columnar apples need a pollinator. Plant 2 different varieties or ensure there are other apple trees nearby. Thin fruit to 1 apple per spur for the largest fruits. The compact size makes them perfect for organic growing since you can easily spray organic pest controls. Best container size, 15 to 20 gallons, as deep as possible to accommodate the vertical root system. Number 9. Dwarf sour cherry trees, the bird-proof beauty. Sweet cherries can be tricky, but dwarf sour cherry varieties like Romeo, Juliet, and North Star are container-growing champions. And honestly, sour cherries are more versatile, incredible for baking, jam making, and eating fresh if you like a tangy kick. What makes cherries special in containers is solving the biggest problem cherry growers face: birds. When your cherry tree is in a pot on your patio, you can throw bird netting over it in 5 minutes. Try that with a 20-foot tree in your yard. It's impossible. Container cherries produce 10 to 20 pounds of fruit per season once mature. That's enough for fresh eating, pies, preserves, and freezing. Store-bought cherries run $8 to $12 per pound when in season. Your tree produces $80 to $240 worth of fruit annually. Medicinal benefits. Tart cherries are anti-inflammatory superstars. They contain high levels of anthocyanins that reduce muscle soreness and speed recovery. That's why athletes drink tart cherry juice. They help improve sleep quality due to natural melatonin content, reduce arthritis pain and gout attacks, support heart health, and may help with weight management by reducing inflammation-driven weight gain. Growing conditions. Full sun, 6 to 8 hours minimum, well-draining soil with pH 6.0 to 7.0, water consistently during fruit development. Feed with balanced fertilizer in early spring. Cherries need 800 to 1,000 chill hours, so they're ideal for colder climates. Pro tip: cherry trees bloom early and gorgeously, clouds of pink and white flowers that are ornamental even before fruit production. Prune after harvest to maintain size and shape. The compact size in containers makes them easy to protect from late spring frosts. Best container size, 15 to 20 gallons with good depth for the root system.
Number 10. Dwarf avocado trees, the patient investment. This is where people think I'm crazy, but hear me out. Dwarf avocado varieties like Wurtz and Little Cado absolutely fruit in containers, and when they do, you're getting avocados that cost $2 to $3 each at the store. A mature tree produces 20 to 40 avocados annually. Yes, avocados require patience. You're looking at 3 to 4 years before significant fruiting. But here's the thing, you're either planting that tree now or you're buying avocados forever. Which sounds better? Once your tree starts producing, you're getting organic avocados at zero cost for decades. A container avocado can live and produce for 20+ years. Do the math. Even at conservative estimates, that's thousands of dollars worth of avocados over the life of one tree. And because they're in a container, you can bring them inside during cold snaps, meaning people in zones that technically can't grow avocados are successfully growing them anyway. Medicinal benefits. Avocados are nutrient-dense superfoods packed with healthy monounsaturated fats that support heart health and brain function. They're loaded with potassium, more than bananas, help lower cholesterol, improve absorption of fat-soluble vitamins from other foods, and contain lutein and zeaxanthin for eye health. The healthy fats support skin health and may help reduce arthritis symptoms. Growing conditions: full sun to partial shade. Excellent drainage is absolutely critical. Avocados will die in waterlogged soil. Use a well-draining mix with perlite or sand added. Water deeply but infrequently, allowing soil to dry between waterings. Feed monthly during the growing season with citrus fertilizer. Pro tip: dwarf varieties are self-pollinating, so you only need one tree. Prune lightly to maintain size and encourage branching. In marginal climates, container mobility is your secret weapon. Bring it indoors or into a greenhouse during cold periods. Best container size. Start with 15 to 20 gallons. Upgrade to 25 to 30 gallons as the tree matures. Bonus: the secret that makes everything work better. I promised you a game-changing bonus, and here it is. The secret that makes all
better is something almost nobody talks about: mulch and companion planting. Put 2 to 3 inches of wood chips, straw, or shredded leaves on top of the soil in your containers. This does 3 critical things. First, it regulates soil temperature, keeping roots cooler in summer and warmer in winter. Second, it retains moisture, meaning you water less and your trees stress less. Third, it slowly breaks down and feeds your trees organic matter throughout the season. I started doing this 3 years ago and my container trees exploded in productivity. It's incredibly simple, costs almost nothing, and the difference is dramatic. Go to a local tree service company and ask for wood chips. Most will give them to you for free because they're trying to get rid of them. The second part of this secret: companion planting. Add herbs like basil, chamomile, or nasturtiums around the base of your fruit trees. They attract beneficial insects, repel pests, and some even improve fruit flavor. Plus, you're getting 2 crops from 1 container. And here's that promised fertilizer recipe: banana peel tea. Save your banana peels in a jar of water for 48 hours, then dilute the resulting liquid 5 to 1 with water. It's packed with potassium and trace minerals. Use it monthly during the growing season. It costs literally nothing, and your trees will thank you. Conclusion. So there you have it, 10 fruit trees that will absolutely thrive in containers, save you hundreds of dollars annually, provide incredible medicinal benefits, and give you fruit that's fresher and tastier than anything you'll ever buy. Whether you have a tiny apartment balcony, a small patio, or even just a sunny indoor spot, you can grow your own fresh organic fruit without breaking the bank. Container fruit growing isn't just possible, it's practical, profitable, and deeply satisfying. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button for Home Gardener if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you don't miss our next video. We're dropping content every week that'll help you grow more food while spending less money.